Bowling alley part-time job. Now in my second year of college, I was looking for a new part-time job. When I consulted with my university friends, I heard that there was a job opening at a bowling alley a bit far from here, so I looked it up on my smartphone. The location was indeed a bit far, about a 30-minute ride on a scooter. But since the hourly wage was good, I decided to apply. When I called and expressed my interest in the job, a low, soft male voice said, "Got it, then come by around noon tomorrow." And hung up unilaterally. Is that guy the manager? He seems a bit socially awkward. The next day, I arrived at the bowling alley around noon as promised, and the interview began immediately. That said, all I did was hand over my resume, and a bald old man stared at it intently. As I thought, the person I had spoken to on the phone was the manager, who looked to be in his late 40s and was dressed in a sloppy black tracksuit. "All right, you're hired. We'd like you to start as soon as possible, but when can you begin?" After that, my shift schedule was set to avoid overlapping with the veteran part-time workers as much as possible. The main duties of the part-time job were reception, cleaning the premises, and handling any issues that arose. That said, at first, I just watched the veterans do their work and got a general idea of what needed to be done. The manager never came out of the staff room, so it seemed to be customary here for the part-time workers to teach each other how to do their jobs. After 3 months, I was able to do most of the work and had more time to talk with my coworkers. The conversations were mostly about university life, girlfriends, and typical experiences of F-rank university students. In addition, the female part-time workers kept saying that the store manager was creepy, smelly, and incomprehensible, which made me feel a little sorry for him. About 6 months later, 3 new part-time workers joined the team. Kenji with blonde hair and piercings. Yumi with a cute face. And Rika, a trendy gal. Among them, Yumi was right up my alley, and I strongly wanted to become friends with her somehow. However, unfortunately, Yumi's shifts never matched mine, and instead, I ended up working the same shifts as Kenji every time. I ended up teaching Kenji how to do the job, but surprisingly, he was quick to learn and always responded with energy and enthusiasm, making him a pleasure to teach. After working together a few times, we became good friends, and I found out that Kenji was a junior at my university. I trusted Kenji completely, so I decided to tell him how I really felt. "Hey, Kenji, I really like Yumi. Are you too close? Yumi and Rika often go out to eat together. We're classmates. Are you serious?" I felt like I had been betrayed. "Senior, if you're free after this, would you like to come with us? We are planning to go out to eat with 2 other people." "Sure." Kenji laughed mockingly at my eager response. "Then let's meet at the station at 9 p.m. I'll contact the 2 of them." I was grateful for the charmer's communication skills and for introducing me to him, so I went to the restaurant with more enthusiasm than usual that day. Kenji took the lead in livening up the conversation, and thanks to his skillful storytelling, we laughed non-stop. Yumori was also a nice girl who skillfully included me, the older guy, in the group. This incident brought the 4 of us closer together, and we became recognized as a group by our coworkers. Some time passed, and I confessed my feelings to Yumi. She said yes. I told Kenji and Rika, and they were as happy as if it were their own celebration, giving me gifts and everything. Life was going well for me. Until that day. I got a message from Yumi. "I've been scared lately." "What?" "The manager has been watching me. That person is always inside. It only appears when I'm at the front desk." "Did something happen?" "Nothing, I'm just watching." After that, when I answered a call from Yumi, she sounded like she was crying a little and told me she didn't know what to do and was scared. "Let's coordinate our shifts. I'll stay close by while you're working." Yumi seemed relieved to hear this, and we agreed to completely synchronize our shift times from now on. In addition, I told the manager, "Manager, I'm dating Yumi, so please don't mess with her." I made sure to emphasize this point to the manager. I mustered up the courage to say this, thinking that it would be okay now, and I praised myself for being so cool. After that, V-chan wasn't bothered by the manager, and I was always next to her, but there were no signs of trouble. One day, it was just me and Yumi on the night shift. Of course, the manager was in the staff room doing paperwork. On this day, the machine used to set pins was malfunctioning, so unusually, the store manager asked me to repair it. Since I had become somewhat capable of handling backstage work, I turned on the power to the farthest lane, crawled under the machine, and began inspecting it. There was a bolt that had come loose, so I thought I'd go to the warehouse to get a spare bolt. Just as I had that thought, the power to the lane went out. At that moment, the machine descended vertically onto my body. It didn't descend at high speed, but because I was in the same position as when repairing a car, I was unable to escape and my right upper body was crushed. In agony, I couldn't utter a sound or move, continuing to breathe faintly. How much time had passed? Suddenly, the machine lifted slightly. Taking advantage of that opening, I managed to escape and lay flat on my back, taking deep breaths, teary-eyed with joy at being alive. "Are you okay?" When I heard Yumi's voice, I was so happy and relieved that I fainted. When I woke up, I was in a hospital room. Yumi was next to me, holding my hand and crying. "Did you take me to the hospital? I'm sorry for worrying you. The manager took you there. I just came along. I'm sorry." "Don't apologize. We should thank the manager later." "No." Yumi denied it with a loud voice, something she rarely did even when angry. "It got stuck because of me. I turned off the power." "Why? I don't understand." "The manager told me to turn off the power because some lights were left on, so I turned off the switch at the front desk. I didn't think anyone else was there. Only men were assigned to repair machinery, and I don't think Yumi fully understood the dangers involved. I realized that the store manager had used Yumi to try to kill me. She probably thought that since she didn't turn off the switch herself, it wasn't a big deal. I quit my part-time job with Yumi and told Kenji and Rika about this incident. The two of them were naturally angry, but they felt that talking about it too much would hurt Yumi, so they tried not to bring it up. Kenji and Takako quit their part-time jobs, and we severed all ties with that bowling alley, or rather, with the manager. Kenji was still in touch with the other part-time workers and shared various pieces of information he had gathered from them. The manager clearly had feelings for Yumi. And he disliked Kenji and me, who were on good terms with her, quite a bit. Recently, cheerful humming could be heard coming from the staff room where the manager was. This is the end of this story. Thank you for listening to the end.